Imagine your home at this very moment. Perhaps a room feels a little lackluster, a bit cluttered, or simply tired. Sunlight streams across a polished surface. A vibrant green plant sits on the windowsill. Everything feels orderly and inviting. Outside, a once neglected corner of the yard now boasts a neat patch of colorful blooms. The path to your door is clear and welcoming. This transformation from drab to dazzling doesn't require a costly renovation or weeks of hard work. In fact, you can spark significant, beautiful change with just a few minutes of focused effort. This guide is designed to show you how small, deliberate actions can make a world of difference, breathing new life into your home and garden with astonishing speed. The secret lies not in grand gestures, but in simple, well-chosen upgrades that elevate your everyday surroundings. We will explore how to make your living spaces shine from the inside out, starting with the foundational principles of decluttering and enhancing natural light. The very first step to revitalizing any room is to create a clean canvas, and that begins with clearing the space. Over time, our homes accumulate objects that, while once useful or cherished, now contribute to a sense of visual noise and disorder. Take a moment to scan the room and identify items you no longer use, need, or love. Place these things into designated boxes, one for donation, one for storage, one for items that simply belong in another room. The goal is not to become a minimalist overnight, but to consciously curate your environment. By keeping only the things that serve a purpose or bring you joy, you instantly make the room feel larger, calmer, and more breathable. Once the clutter has been addressed, turn your attention to the most powerful and transformative element in any space: light. The quality and quantity of light can dramatically alter the mood of a room, making it feel either gloomy and confined or airy and expansive. Start by maximizing natural light. Clean your windows inside and out to let the sunshine pour in unobstructed. Pull back heavy curtains and consider replacing them with lighter, more translucent fabrics that offer privacy while still allowing for a soft, diffused glow. If a room faces away from the sun, a strategically placed mirror can capture and reflect light, brightening up a dim corner and creating an illusion of greater depth. Beyond daylight, artificial lighting plays a crucial role in crafting a warm and functional atmosphere. Assess the lighting in each room and consider its purpose. Living rooms benefit from warm-toned bulbs, which cast a soft, cozy, and inviting glow perfect for relaxation. Workspaces are better served by bright, cool white bulbs that mimic natural daylight. Kitchens are better served by bright, cool white bulbs. Bathrooms are better served by bright, cool white bulbs that provide clear visibility for tasks. With your room now clean, organized, and brightly lit, it is time to introduce the elements that give a space its personality and warmth. Texture, color, life. Think of this as dressing the room. A simple, well-placed accessory can entirely change the mood, much like a beautiful scarf completes an outfit. Begin by adding soft textures. Plush cushions on the sofa, a knitted throw on an armchair, a small textural rug under the coffee table. These tactile elements make a room feel cozy and inviting. Next, introduce a cohesive color story. You do not need to repaint the entire room. Instead, choose one signature accent color and repeat it in at least 3 places. For example, pick a rich sapphire blue, a bold pattern on a cushion, a solid ceramic vase on the mantelpiece, a subtle tone within a piece of artwork on the wall. This repetition guides the eye and makes the design feel intentional. No room is truly complete without a touch of nature. Bringing a living plant indoors adds life, color, and vitality. For beginners, start with a resilient, low-maintenance variety. Pothos with gracefully trailing vines, a classic spider plant. Place your plant where you will see it often, on a windowsill, or on a side table, or on a bookshelf. Plants act as living sculptures and help purify the air. Finally, consider your storage solutions as another opportunity for layering and styling. Instead of hiding everything away, use attractive storage. Woven basket holding magazines. Woven basket with extra blankets tucked under a console. A decorative tray on a coffee table. A decorative tray on an ottoman. Corral small items like remote controls and coasters. On your bookshelves, intersperse books with a few well-chosen decorative objects. By thoughtfully arranging these final layers, you create a space that's beautiful to look at and a true pleasure to live in. The principles of refreshing your home apply just as beautifully to your outdoor spaces. A garden or yard does not need to be a masterpiece of landscape design. It just needs to feel cared for. The most impactful first step is a thorough cleaning. Walk through your yard with a bin bag and gloves. Pick up any stray litter. Pick up fallen branches. Clear any debris. Rake up old, dead leaves from lawns. Rake leaves from flower beds. That tidy up instantly makes the space look more orderly. If you have a lawn, give it a fresh mow for clean lines. Once clean, focus on defining the edges of your garden. A crisp edge provides structure and makes the whole area look deliberate. Use a spade or lawn edger to separate your lawn, flower beds, paths, patios. Prune overgrown bushes, trim unruly shrubs, especially near windows, doorways, and walkways. That lets more light in and opens pathways. These grooming tasks are quick but dramatic. With the groundwork done, introduce vibrant, living color. You don't need to dig up your yard. Concentrate plants where they have impact, such as near your front door or along a visible patio edge. Plant a simple row of bright annuals to make a statement. Marigolds, pansies, geraniums, hardy, continuous bloomers. Their colors create a welcoming focal point. Short on time or space? Try container gardening. Pots give flexibility and control. Place them on front steps, group them on a patio, or brighten a balcony. Potted plants add instant life and color, transforming a plain area into a charming garden retreat. After establishing a clean foundation in your garden, the next step is to use paths and focal points to create a sense of order and flow. A well-defined path does more than simply provide a way to get from one point to another. It guides the eye through the landscape and makes the entire garden feel more organized and intentional. You do not need an elaborate brick or stone walkway. A simple, straight path leading from your door to the gate or from the patio to a seating area is all that is required to bring structure to the space. Inexpensive materials like gravel, wood chips, a series of flat stepping stones work wonderfully. Be sure to keep the edges of your path clear of encroaching weeds and grass for a crisp, tidy appearance. Along with creating clear pathways, it is important to establish a place for rest and enjoyment within your garden. An outdoor space becomes infinitely more useful and inviting when it includes a dedicated spot for sitting. This does not have to be a full patio set. A single, well-placed bench under a shady tree, a pair of simple chairs in a sunny corner, can transform an underutilized area into a destination. This creates a focal point and signals that the garden is a space for leisure and relaxation, not just for looking at. Enhance the comfort of your seating with a few weather-resistant outdoor cushions in a cheerful color or pattern. Just as you did indoors, use color strategically to create visual impact. Beyond the flowers themselves, you can introduce color through painted elements. A can of outdoor paint is a low-cost, high-impact tool. Consider painting your front door a bold, welcoming color that complements your home's exterior. A tired wooden fence, a drab garden shed, can be completely transformed with a fresh coat of paint. Even small items like terracotta pots can be painted in vibrant hues to add pops of color throughout the yard. This ties the different elements of your garden together into a cohesive, harmonious whole. Finally, think about adding an element of gentle sound and movement. A simple wind chime hung from a tree branch, a small solar-powered water feature, can introduce a soothing auditory element to your garden, making it a more immersive sensory experience. The gentle tinkling of chimes or the soft burble of water creates a tranquil ambiance that encourages you to slow down and enjoy the peaceful atmosphere you have created. These small additions require minimal effort to install, but contribute significantly to the overall feeling of serenity and escape, turning your garden into a true outdoor sanctuary for all the senses. One of the most rewarding small projects you can undertake is to create a miniature herb garden for your kitchen windowsill. This simple DIY brings the beauty and the fragrance of a garden indoors, and it gives you fresh, flavorful herbs for your cooking. It takes less than an hour to complete, but offers lasting enjoyment. Fresh green herbs on your counter are wonderfully cheerful. Snip fresh basil for pasta. Snip chives for morning eggs. A small everyday luxury. No special skills required. Perfect for novices. To begin, find a suitable container, a rectangular wooden box, a shallow crate, a series of small connected pots. Choose a container at least 6 inches deep. Make sure it has drainage holes at the bottom. No holes? Drill them yourself. Or create a drainage layer, an inch of gravel or small stones. For a cleaner look, line the inside with a plastic tray. Next, fill the container with good quality potting mix, leaving about an inch at the top. Potting mix is preferable to garden soil. It's lighter, sterile, formulated for optimal drainage in containers. Gently moisten the soil before planting. Choose 3 or 4 compact herbs you use often. Excellent beginner choices: basil, parsley, chives, mint, thyme. Buy them as small starter plants from a garden center. Gently remove each plant from its nursery pot. Loosen the root ball slightly with your fingers. Place the plant in the potting mix, keeping the top of the root ball level with the soil. Arrange plants in neat rows or a pleasing cluster. Leave a few inches between them for growth. Fill gaps with more potting mix. Gently pat soil around each plant. Give the herb box a light watering. Place it on your sunniest windowsill. Most herbs need 6 hours of sun. Water when the top inch of soil feels dry. In a few weeks, you'll have a thriving, fragrant herb garden in your kitchen, ready to elevate your cooking and brighten your space. We began with the image of a dull room and a messy yard, and we have journeyed through a series of simple, manageable steps to transform them into bright, welcoming spaces. From clearing clutter and embracing light indoors to tidying paths and planting color outdoors, you have seen how small moves can indeed make a big, beautiful change. The power to improve your surroundings is not reserved for those with endless time or a limitless budget. It is accessible to everyone right now through focused, intentional action. The key is to release the pressure of perfection and instead embrace the process of gradual, joyful improvement. You now have a clear set of ideas to guide you: the indoor refresh, the garden fix, and the simple DIY project. You are equipped with a list of beginner-friendly plants, a basic toolkit, and low-cost tips to make your efforts both successful and affordable. The Herb Box project is a perfect example of how a small investment of time can yield a wonderfully rewarding result that enhances your daily life. Every tip and technique we have discussed is designed to be easy to follow and quick to implement, ensuring that you see a positive result almost immediately. This instant gratification is a powerful motivator, encouraging you to continue making small changes that compound over time. It is the scent of fresh basil from your kitchen windowsill, the feeling of soft sunlight on your skin as it streams through a clean window, the sight of a vibrant marigold greeting you at your door, and the satisfying texture of a plush cushion as you relax at the end of the day. These are the details that elevate a house into a home, a personal sanctuary that nurtures and restores you. By actively shaping your environment, you are not just decorating, you are investing in your own well-being and happiness. I encourage you to take the first step today. Do not wait for the perfect weekend or a long holiday. Choose just one small thing from this guide and do it now. Clear a single shelf, buy one small plant, sweep your front steps. You will be astonished at the ripple effect that this single act of care will have on your space and on your mindset. The journey to a more beautiful home and garden begins not with a grand overhaul, but with one simple, positive change. Start today and watch your world begin to shine. One-line takeaway: a beautiful home is not about perfection, but a series of small, joyful acts of care.